Hello, Year 9 Photography. Welcome back to Term 2. I had you doing some practical photographic work, and the work that I got you to do at the end of last term on olive cotton, on the definitions of pictorialism and modernism, and the photographs I got you to take that were influenced by olive cotton. That's all going to be putting you in good stead for actually getting this assessment task done. We will also be doing in some of our lessons some more frame analysis and looking at other artists as well. But this slideshow is going to give you the roadmap to getting your assignment done. So slide number 1, assessment task 2, you're going to put your name on it obviously, and there's the due date there, Friday the 29th of May. Emailed to your teacher. So you'll be emailing that to me. So that should not be a problem. If it is a problem, let me know. And you'll be emailing it. I think you should save your file as a PowerPoint and then email it to me. So this is the first page, your name, shapes and shadows. It says here, place your first image inspired by Max Dupain, how he captures shadows, okay, which are cast by man-made objects. So it says here, contrasting areas of light and dark, overall interesting angles, overall composition, everyday objects made interesting. So this is a little bit like we looked at teacup ballet, olive cotton. And it says here, obviously, these images are all in natural light. Okay, natural light. What does natural light mean? Light coming through a window, sunlight coming through a window, or light from outside. Okay, that's natural lighting. So artificial light would be an electric light or a candle. So that's your first image. It has to be inspired. Now it says there, image number 1, inspired by Max Dupain. It could also be an olive cotton. So I'm happy for that to be olive cotton or Max Dupain. Basically, it's a modernist or modernism type photograph, okay, with natural light. Second image, and it says that you can read page 2 of your Shapes and Shadows booklet for a bit of a hint. Third image, natural light. Fourth image, natural light. Fifth image, natural light. Sixth image, natural light. Okay, so that's part 1. So they're images that are modernist inspired images, all taken in natural light. So those photographs that you took at the end of term 1 that I got you to take, some of those images would have been in natural light, maybe all of them were, in which case you can use those images for part 1. If you took some using artificial light, you'll be able to use them in the next part of the assignment, which is part 2, artificial lighting. So this you can set up a torch or a phone lamp or a computer screen, and it's focusing on still life. And for this one, they're saying the work of olive cotton, but a lot of modernist photographers set up objects and took photos of them at strange angles. So you can think olive cotton's teacup ballet is probably a good one as inspiration for this type of photograph. So you're going to be taking still life with very moody sort of studio lighting of inanimate objects. What does that mean, an inanimate object? It means things that are not alive, okay? So objects that are not alive. Read page 3 of your Shapes and Shadows booklet. And underneath you've got a number of points to consider. And then for this part of the assignment, part 2, we've got the second image, and then a third image, a fourth image, a fifth image, and a sixth image. So same as part 1, 6 images. Part 1 was natural lighting, part 2 was artificial lighting. And then there's the photographic journal, okay? This presentation will serve as your photographic journal. While you're online learning as part of this, you will need to complete the following things, okay? Page 3, Shapes and Shadows booklet. List of modernist characteristics, 8 dot points in full sentences, okay? So we talked about what modernism was and what it took photos of and what it was about. So you can use that information that we got from last term to help you do this part of the assignment. Basically, they're asking you to talk about what modernism is as 8 full sentence dot points, okay? So we have done this work already. So if you've done it when you were supposed to do it, this will not be a problem for you. Cut and paste it into here on this slide. And then we have 3 images of modern photographs. Okay, so here I just want you to give me 3 modernist images. Okay, so think Match Dupain, Olive Cotton, or any of the other modernist. Okay, not pictorialist, modernist. And you need to include under each image a title of the image, artist, the dimensions, and the year it was created. Okay, pretty simple stuff, basic research. And here it says a Max Dupain. Copy and paste the question information gathered about Max Dupain. So here I want you to just give me a bit of information about Max Dupain. And we talked about him when we did some frame analysis. So you could use that information to help you here. So, you know, give me an image of that Max Dupain has created and maybe discuss the artist and what he was about. Olive Cotton, same deal. Tell me a bit about Olive Cotton and give me an example image and describe that image, and you're pretty much on the way. So on this Max Dupain, you could do the frame analysis on Max Dupain. On this one, Olive Cotton, same deal. All that information can be put in this photographic journal. And that's it. So that's going to be something that you'll be working on for quite a while. I would suggest for this lesson that's coming up, you start working on those at least 12 images. Now, if I'm asking for 12 images, I'm expecting you to take a lot more than 12, and then you're going to pick your best images. Anyway, have fun with that. Let me know if there's any questions about this assignment, what's required. But like I said, if you've done the work at the end of last term, this will not be hard for you to complete. Thank you.